joining me as well now, Sidharth Birla. He's, of course, president at FICCI. Sidharth, thank you for joining in, Mr. Birla.
Yeah.
We understand, like I was talking to Mr. Godrej right now, that the Prime Minister's office is working 24 hours a day now, basically focusing on the fact that it's important to improve the investment climate in India. Top of the agenda, rationalization of taxes as well as abolition of MAT on SEZs. Do you think these will be adequate and good first steps, at least, to, get India back on track and back towards the much needed 6 to 7% growth?
Well, I'm not privy to exactly what the tax proposals might be, but certainly taxation is a very important enabler in financial decisions, and the tax administration, the way that the tax administration works, also has a lot to do with the sort of way that people view the country from outside and from inside. So certainly I think the mood that I sense is that taxation has to be rational, taxation has to be fairly administered.
Yep.
There should not be an overt or covert hunger for revenue. Yes, obviously it has to be revenue-based, but there should not be a revenue hunger that is displayed in collecting taxes or making demands. And a more friendly atmosphere as far as the overall picture of taxation, including, I suppose, when GST is established and the indirect tax net is widened, so
Right.
many more people will also be paying indirect taxes. And I think all of this is being, I can sense it in the air, and while talking to the people, that they are giving due importance to this.
Mr. Birla, what do you think is the biggest impediment at this point of big multinational foreign conglomerates to come and set up in India? One side is what is needed to unleash the animal spirit of India Inc. itself. And like you just talked, these single window clearances as well as rationalization of taxation is essential. But in terms of FDI to come into the country, stable money to come into the country and make India really the investment hub, what is needed to be pushed from the government side? Because Prime Minister Modi at this point is definitely listening to what India Inc. needs to push growth ahead.
Yeah, I think some of the answers are in what you said. See, when foreign investment sort of slowed down coming into India, it's basically because Indians themselves were investing less. It is not that the market attractiveness was not there, but people were not investing in India because they felt it was an uncertain atmosphere. The policy framework was uncertain. One did not know exactly where you're going. It is not that the market was not there. Even when the world was growing at 1%, even our 4% growth looked very good to many people. But they did not put in the money. So I think the biggest, I think a lot of multinationals are very seriously viewing India both for the domestic market as well as to participate in the Make in India, make it a global manufacturing hub for their global supply chains. But at the end of the day, the clear signal to them will be when the Indian industry restarts its investment cycle. So really speaking, they are waiting to see, because Indians understand India far better than anybody else. Okay, so when the ease of doing business improves, where we think that the policy is going to be certain, when the Indian cycle revives, that is the time when you will see the foreign interest also converting into actual checks being cut.
Thank you for that so much, Mr. Birla, for your time. That's the perspective coming in from Sidharth Birla on what the industry is really looking forward to, and a welcome step as and when they start to roll out the reforms on ease of doing business. Rana Kapoor, president of ASSOCHAM, another important